Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the SEN Podcast. We're here, just Steven and me, and we're gonna have a yap fest.
Yeah. Hey you guys, welcome back. It's us again.
Okay, so the reason there wasn't an episode last week was because I was at SmashCon. SmashCon is the biggest anime, Japanese culture convention in Australia. I believe there was 5,000 plus attendees this year.
Oh, damn.
Saturday was so packed.
Oh shit.
It was like so hard to walk through the halls, and the lines to get in were massive. I got there an hour early, and it
was
still
in
took a
Sydney,
while.
eh?
Yeah, and Sydney.
Fuck.
Sydney was cold, dude.
Really?
On Saturday, the maximum Celsius was 14.
Oh jeez.
And it was a very windy day. There was wind speeds up to 45 kilometers a second.
Oh shit.
Yeah, in the city. So it was, the city's right next to the water, and
Yeah.
it was cold that day.
Oh yeah, and the SmashCon was it was there, yeah?
Yeah,
Yeah.
at the
yeah.
ICC.
Yeah.
Yeah, so on the Friday, I went to Idolbox.
Yeah.
Idolbox is a event held by the Sydney Idols. So it's a collaboration of different idols in one building, and they each have a performance time. Yeah, and then they sell merchandise afterwards.
Oh yeah.
So A-Muse was invited to perform at Idolbox.
Oh yeah. And how'd they go?
They were in their subgroups. So
Yeah.
there's Pulsar and Camilla. So Camilla is Kate, Lovekey, and Alex. Pulsar is Lolly, Pangy, and Rinya.
Okay.
So Camilla is a kind of like medieval D&D costumes.
Yeah.
So one of them's a princess, one of them's an archer, one of them is like a rogue, a mage.
Oh yeah.
And Pulsar is like, I guess you could say like an edgy vibe. They wear black, their costumes are leather. Yeah. It was good. It was good seeing all the idols. Like, I don't get an opportunity to see the Sydney Idols very often, because I only get to see them when I'm in Sydney. So yeah, I got to see some performers I haven't seen before. I've only seen them online. I've never seen them in person.
Yeah. Do you think it's like a slight difference with the idols compared to comparing Brisbane and Sydney?
Sydney's a lot more active. I can that's all I can say. They have shows like almost like 2 times a month, even more.
Yeah.
So there's always shows available. Where the last standalone live we had was the Happy Hour for A-Muse, and no other group has done a standalone live since.
Yeah.
Like, I went to an idol show today, Idol Fest, and that was like kind of like our Idol Box, except it was held in the day, and it's held at a bowls club. Like literally, there's some balls and you have to roll it towards a small ball. On the platform. Yeah, it was held at a bowls club, and all these boomers are coming in, looking at the performance, and they're like, "What is going on? What are these weirdos doing?" And one of the old guys like talked to me. He's like, "What is this?" I'm like, "Oh, it's idols. They're doing Japanese music," and they're like, "Why are they white?" Yeah, it's hilarious, dude.
Oh man, yeah, that is quite an odd and interesting place to hold one of those events.
It was actually held at a different bowls club like 2 times previous, But that old place was a pain in the ass to get to. Like, you know where I live, right? If I had to drive, it's almost a 2-hour drive to get there.
Oh shit.
I'm like, yeah, not worth it. So they moved it to New Farm, which was a good drive for me. It was good.
Yeah,
I can just get on
New
the highway
Farm's
and
New Farm.
basically just get there.
Yeah.
Where this at the old place, I had to go like off roads and all that. Like, not worth. Like, imagine driving to the city, then having to drive like another 40 minutes just to get there. Like, not worth it.
Yeah, not really ideal.
Yeah. So back to Idlebox. A group called Crazy Fantasy. They came from Japan to perform at Idlebox and at Smash.
Yeah.
They both used to be Australian idols, but then they both moved to Japan to further their career there, and then they came back to Australia. Yep. And then there was a performer called Himawari. She was an idol in Japan for 10 years and decided to come to Australia to study English, and she performs here too.
Oh, right.
She's very good, a very solid performer.
Oh, damn.
I mean, everyone at Idlebox was a solid performer, because to get into Idlebox, you kind of have to be good. No offense to other idols out there, but yeah, if you want to be in something like Idlebox, you have to be a show pony. You have to be good.
Yeah, but was there like a lot of people there?
Dude, it was packed. This was like in a bar.
Oh,
they held it in a bar.
Yeah.
And the bar has like 3 levels. Everyone was on the 2nd level, and the floor where the stage is was packed. So there's a stage in front of you, and then just cramped with people on the floor.
Damn.
It was so claustrophobic in there. Dude, so you know the Woda pit, right? You know the chanting?
Yeah.
So whenever the chanting would start, the floor will wobble.
Oh, jeez.
You could actually feel the floor vibrate from the Woda.
Oh man, that would give me fucking... That would make me scared, definitely.
Yeah. So Idlebox was good. Then next day was Smash. I wake up in the morning, have a shower, and then I head to the line. And then you wait, you get in, and you just spend and do whatever you want there. So on the Saturday, there's like the performance stage, and they have idol groups all throughout the day. So you can see idols that day too.
Yeah.
And then there's the Artist Alley. The Artist Alley is huge, dude. Like, they have rows, and it's divided by letters, and every row has a number.
Oh,
and these rows, they'll have like 20 people in each row. And what letter do you think the rows went up to?
Z?
No, S this time.
That's still a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot of artists there.
Jeez.
Hundreds of different artists you can buy their merch from, you know, the stuff they've created.
Yeah,
it was good stuff.
Did you meet any new people or interesting characters this time?
Dude, there's always interesting characters.
But like, did you like approach anyone, like spoke to anyone?
Yes, I did. There's this guy who went viral on Reddit for his cosplay of this character called Ben Bigger from a new game that came out called Send the Zone Zero. I've been playing this a lot.
Yeah.
So Ben is like this big bear character. He's a literal bear, and he works on a construction site. And his weapon is like this big concrete pillar. So this guy made like a quick Ben cosplay. He made the weapon, you know. So he's carrying around the pillar, and he has like the clothing. But of course he doesn't wear fursuit. It's just him. But he's like the coolest guy, dude. He's like so nice. He's like really chill. I talked to him for a bit before the con, and then afterwards.
Yeah.
Like, he really embraces the character. Yeah, so
I mean, you gotta.
Yeah, he went viral on Reddit. He got like thousands of likes for his cosplay. And when I
Damn.
saw him, like, I'm like, dude, I know you. And I got photos with him.
Yeah.
Cool guy. And yeah, I talked to a few new people. I'm a little disappointed because, you know, on the last episode I talked about being more of that confident self. I feel like I fell apart during Smash. Like, I started to go back to my old ways during Smash.
That's alright. Oh, was there a specific reason why, do you think, or?
Just being around so many people just packs on that anxiety for me.
Yeah, no, that's understandable. No, but it's all good though. I mean,
No, like when I was with my friends, I was fine. But when I'm just around so many people, I just go into my shell.
yeah. No, I get you. Like even I do it myself.
Yeah.
Sometimes. Hence why generally most of the times when I go out, pretty much whenever I go out, unless it's like to the shops to like buy something, I generally don't go by myself.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So yeah, there was other things like they held panels. There was panels for a bunch of things.
Oh yeah.
Oh, there's one panel. It was called For Introverts. How to make friends. That was literally a panel at Smash. And the guy who held it is my friend. Like, I know him. I just see him on stage, I'm like, dude, hello. That's pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie, but it was a good panel. I was watching in the background. It was a good panel. It was actually good advice for people. It was like, don't hide your interests. Don't be afraid to talk about the stuff that you're passionate about and love. Find people who have similar interests. Like, that's great advice.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there was panels. So Saturday is more like the biggest day. That's when everyone comes in.
Yeah.
And then Sunday is when the big stuff happens. Oh, okay, I'm gonna talk about Saturday first. The one last thing for Saturday. So Ken got into the karaoke comp for Smash.
Yeah.
And Ken admitted it himself, but he didn't practice for it. And Ken sang a Japanese song because I think that's the requirements. You have to sing a song from Japan.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, this is gonna go good. He has to practice, and he's performing on a stage in the semi-finals to get into the finals.
Yeah.
And he chose Silhouette. Do you know Silhouette? It's from Naruto. Yeah. And actually 2 other people also chose Silhouette.
Oh my god.
So Ken was last, and he's the third person to perform it, and the crowd just groans.
Oh my
They're like,
god.
Silhouette again?
Oh no.
Okay, but Ken somehow pulls something out of his arse and gives like a pretty decent performance. There were flaws, obviously, but it was a pretty good performance. And then when they were announcing who will go to the finals, Ken gets in. Ken goes to the finals, yeah.
Jeez.
And if you get to the finals, you get to go on the big stage, the main stage. This place, the main stage, holds like 300 seats. Like, even more, I think. The stage is massive. And Ken's like, how did I get to the finals? I didn't even practice for this. So yeah, 5 people got to the finals, and we'll talk about Ken's final performance a little bit later. Alright. So moving on to Sunday. Sunday's like a chill day. Not much performances on the performance stage. And to be honest, I just went to the con later because there's only 2 events I was really looking forward to. Yeah. One of them is WCS, and the other was Ken's finals for the karaoke comp. So WCS stands for World Cosplay Summit.
Yeah.
It's a cosplay skit competition that's held once a year in Japan. So the winner of the qualifiers for Australia go to Japan next year to represent Australia and Japan in the World Cosplay Summit.
Oh yeah.
So the first thing I watched that day was the World Cosplay Summit prims, the qualifying. So you get to see everyone's skits. The skits are like 2 minutes and 30 seconds average. So the thing about WCS is you have to make your own costumes and you have to make your own skit. All your costumes have to be made by yourself. You can't buy them.
Yeah.
And the skit you make yourself. Of course you can have friends help, but the work has to be mainly done by the duo. Because WCS is the duo comp. So it's you and your partner. So I watched the qualifying. I think there was about 10 skits off my memory. And most of them are really good. This is the first year where I wasn't sure who was going to be the top 3.
Damn.
And the prices are pretty good too. Third place, you get a literal sewing machine, like worth like over $1,000.
Oh.
And then second place was like one that was worth like $4,000.
Damn.
And then first place, you get return flights to Japan, and they represent Australia in Japan.
Yes.
Okay, so here's the exciting news. Originally, 2 of my friends were entering, Kate and Lucy, or known as Lovekey. Lovekey from Amy's, you would have met her.
Yeah.
And they had like a little banter rivalry going on. So Kate's team was called Team Snoopy, and Lovekey's team was called Team Garfield. Because they were having debates like earlier in the year, like who's more popular, Snoopy or Garfield?
Yeah.
Okay, so who do you think's more popular?
I think Garfield, eh?
Yeah, that's something our generation would choose. But actually, Snoopy is more popular.
Oh, right.
In terms of sale numbers. If you're talking about modern day, right now, Garfield definitely.
Yeah. That's what I thought.
But overall, Snoopy was more popular for a period of time.
Yeah.
If you're just basing it on book sales, merch sales, and stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, unfortunately, Kate's team, Team Snoopy, had to drop out because they just felt they weren't ready to get on stage. They felt like their cosplays weren't done enough. Their skit wasn't good enough yet to be on that stage.
Yeah.
So yeah, so we're left with Team Garfield, Lovekey, and Lovekey absolutely kills it on stage. Like, I got photos of the costume in that.
Yeah.
Her duo skit was One Piece actually.
Oh.
Yeah, so the skit has to be from Japanese media. So it can be from a game, it can be from anime, and so on. It has to be originally from Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she did a One Piece skit, and yeah, it was really good. But there's a lot of other great performers too.
Yeah.
So like, I had no clue what the order for the top 3 would be. I had like clues like who would be in the top 3, and I was right for every place. Like, every team that got in top 3, I knew they would be there. I just didn't know what order they would be in.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah. So after the qualifying round, after watching all the skits, Ken's karaoke finals were straight after.
Yeah.
So we go back into the hall, we sit down again, and we watch Ken in the finals. And this man with the blunder of the century. Oh, Ken.
Did he kill it?
He was killing it. Ken's a good performer. He has experience. You can tell the other people are more singers than performers.
Yeah.
Great vocals from the other finalists, but they don't have the stage presence. They don't have the movement.
Yeah.
So yeah, Ken was doing pretty well in the first half, and then about halfway through the song, he just forgets the lyrics and just stops singing for like a few seconds. I'm like, bro.
What song was he singing in the final?
He was singing Colors. Colors is the opening for Kogios. The first opening.
Yeah.
Ken's very good at the song. He's sung it multiple times. His voice suits it very well. He sang it because on the Saturday night, a Japanese band called Flow was performing.
Yeah.
So Smash brought them in, and then everyone went to go see Flow in that. So Ken's like, you know what? Flow was just here. Flow's amazing. I'm gonna sing a Flow song, and it was Colors.
Yeah.
like the song suits his voice very well, and I thought Ken knew it a bit better. But then halfway through, he just blunders up. I'm like, bro, come on, Ken. And then he looks at his phone and looks for the lyrics and tries to catch up again. I'm like, well, this is over.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Damn.
Ken did well for someone who didn't really practice there. The winner though, her name was Moni. Moni. She sang Attack on Titan song actually.
Oh, do you know which one?
Fourth season ending.
Fourth season ending.
I think it was that one.
Can't remember which one that one was.
I'm gonna look up quickly. I want to confirm. I don't want to get this wrong. Oh no, it was final season, so season 5, ending 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, I was getting shivers down my spine.
Damn.
Good lord, she really had a strong voice. She really carried her voice very well. Like, you could feel the emotions in her singing.
Yeah.
Like, because this ending is quite an emotional song. And she, like, really ate, you know? She really carried. Like, she definitely deserved to win the competition.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, after the finals were done and announced the winners, it was back for the awards for WCS.
Oh, yeah.
So this is where they present third, second, and first to the teams. And the silence in the room, man. Because I was sitting with all my friends and that. Like, most of them knew people on the stage. Like, their friends were on that stage who have done the performances.
Yeah.
So third place was announced. And I'm like, yeah, I agree with that. Second place was announced. Yeah, I agree with that. And dude, I haven't prayed in so long, but I actually prayed in that in that convention hall. I'm like,
Who won?
please. I'm like, please, Team Garfield. Like, because Lovekey has been keeping me up to date with like how WCS was going, and I've seen her hard work. I've seen how much effort she put in. The costumes were amazing. The skit was so well done. So I'm just praying, dude. I'm like, please. And then I hear, and in first place, Team Garfield. And the room starts roaring. The applauds are going out. People are crying.
Yeah.
Lovekey's crying. Like, it was insane, dude. Like,
Damn.
Like seeing someone's determination, their passion, their blood, sweat, and tears pay off. Is there any moment better than that?
It was good.
Yeah. Dude, I literally streamed out, let's fucking go, when they announced it. I literally stood up, I punched my fist and say, let's fucking go. Oh my gosh, that was like one of the most exciting moments of my life. Seeing like a person who I consider a good friend, who I know their journey to get there, pay off.
Yeah.
Gosh, even I teared up a little. Yeah, because I was just so happy for her. Like, these like moments are rare because this only happens once a year, these qualifications. And Love Key's team came third last year, which is still an amazing result. Especially with the competition that strong that year. Amazing result, even to get third in WCS. And to come first this year, absolutely amazing experience. The tension in that room. Like, you're on that stage, my heart was beating 200 beats a minute. I was like, I can't even imagine what being on that stage would have felt like if my heart was beating so fast. Just for the, you know, how intense it was leading up. Yeah, but it was incredible. Incredible performance. You can watch it online. I think it's Australia WCS. You can see the 2024 Prims qualifications.
Oh yeah.
You can see every skit on there. But yeah, that was great. And then afterwards, everyone's just hugging. It's such a great mood and environment. Like, I'm just so proud of her and Ella. Yeah, incredible.
That's good.
Oh, dude,
It's good seeing people succeed.
Oh, but like I had these amazing beef noodles when I was there.
Oh yeah.
The broth was so good, and the noodles were cooked to perfection. And we had hot pot on the Sunday night. Ken, Sayo, and Arix.
Yeah.
This is our Twitch community, so. Yeah, and hot pot was good, and then we got crepes after. The crepes were really yummy. They gave me the wrong crepe, but I still ate it, and it was actually pretty good.
Yeah. Dude, the food in like the other states is just so much better.
No, there's great options in Queensland. There are amazing food places in Queensland. The problem is they're not close to us. That's the problem. Where we live, we got garbage. We got our Macca's, our KFC, Subway, Red Rooster. We don't have those nice restaurants, those nice places here. But if you drive for like 35 minutes, 45 minutes, yeah, you can go to a nice place.
It's funny because I guess the nicest place we have for food is Sunnybank.
Sunnybank. Even then, like most of the places in Sunnybank are pretty mid.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, it was a great experience. Truth be told though, on the first day, I did kind of have a panic attack.
Yeah.
I think it was just my anxiety messing with me. But like, I kind of felt like I was getting the cold shoulder from a few people.
Like, from the Conde?
Yeah. Like, I would try to talk to people and it felt like they weren't interested in talking to me at all. I'm not talking about like strangers. I'm talking about people I actually consider like friends.
Yeah, maybe.
So I think I know the reason why. I don't think they were actually trying to be like, what would be a good word? I was gonna say like mean to me, but that's like a kind of childish way to put it. I don't know what word I would use. I don't think they were trying to be like bad towards me. I just think people were sick and tired. You know, they're tired from their flights, tired because they had to wake up early in the morning. And there was influenza Is that how you say it? The flu, basically. Passing
Yeah,
around the con. Because some idiots decide, oh, I'm really sick, but I'm going to go to the con everywhere anyway and spread this everywhere. And like half the people I knew who went to the con got sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, these things happen. Yeah. Oh, like half the AIM members got like really sick. It was terrible.
No.
Oh my gosh. Like they were supposed to do a solo Sydney show on the Monday, but they ended up having to cancel it because half the members were sick, like actually pretty badly sick. They were in no condition to perform, so they had to cancel the show, which is really unfortunate because AIM is rarely in Sydney. So for Sydney Idol fans, this would be like one of the only opportunities they'll get to see AIM that year, unless they went to Brisbane. And with that show being cancelled, it kind of sucks. I mean, if they went to Idolbox and Smash on Saturday, then they would be good because Amy performed both those days.
Yeah.
But it's unfortunate about the Monday show.
Damn, that's a rip.
Yeah. Yeah, so the reason I put in my head why I felt like people give me the cold shoulder, it wasn't intentionally. They were most likely just feeling sick or tired, and you're not usually yourself when you're sick and tired.
Yeah.
Because the thing about my anxiety is I always have the pathways thought about in my head. So I say, okay, if I say this, I'm expecting this response and this reaction. And if that response or reaction is the one I expect, it makes me feel anxious. It makes me feel a bit of anxiety. Like, okay, this isn't what was supposed to happen. So I think it's just my anxiety playing with me, messing with me.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone had like bad intentions.
Yeah, that's right. Did you have fun though?
Yeah, great time. Yeah, like I don't know, like another anxiety thought went through my head on that Saturday too. And like a few days after, I forgot about it on Sunday because Sunday was so exciting. Sunday was so great.
Yeah.
So I didn't have any anxiety at all on Sunday. But after I got back from the con, that's when the anxiety started carrying back to me again. And my anxiety was like, my thought was, does anyone even care that I'm here? Because like I got the cold shoulder from a few people. So it made me think, does anyone even care I'm here? Is anyone even excited to like see me here? Like I generally thought like I had like such a low impact of me being there that it wouldn't have mattered if I was there or not. Like people wouldn't have cared. So that thought was going through my head. Like I know that's not true. There's plenty of samples I could bring up where I can prove to myself that it's not true that people didn't care I was there. The experiences I had with my friends over that weekend. But I guess this is something I'm trying to move away from in my life. Letting one bad experience ruin your whole day.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I had a few bad experiences and I almost let that ruin my weekend.
Yeah.
Like, you mean
let it ruin the fun, man.
Yeah, focus on the great experiences. There's always going to be bad experiences in your life, but try and focus on the good. And if there's no good, then go out and create your own good experiences.
Yeah.
Like, this is something that I'm going to improve on. Like, we're talking about ways I can improve last episode, and this is definitely another one. Stop letting one bad experience ruin everything else for you.
Yeah.
Like, another thing that's been messing with me a little bit is at the start of the year, I set a goal weight for myself like a weight I wanted to be by the time Smash came around.
Yeah.
And about a quarter of the way a year, I thought I was on good progress. I'm like, my goal weight is definitely possible. But it turns out my scales at home were broken and were not showing the right number. So I go to my doctor's office, and every time I go to the doctor's office, he weighs me. And my weight was a lot heavier than what my scales at home were showing.
Oh.
So I thought I was on a good weight loss progress. It turns out I had lost like barely anything in the first 3 months of the year.
Yeah.
And that made me depressed, man, because I knew my goal weight wasn't possible anymore. I managed to pull myself out of that depression, and I got weighed like 2 weeks before Smash.
Yeah.
And I was 12 kilos down from March. So from about mid-March to late June, I had lost 12 kilos.
That's good though.
Yeah, it's great. My doctor even complimented me. He was like actually impressed, because he's always mean to me, dude. He's always roasting me, man. He's like, you too fat. Your blood sugar too high. Why aren't you controlling your diabetes better? I'm like, I'm trying. He always roasts me. He never says anything good about me. And the first time he says something good about me is when I lose 12 kilos in 3 months. The first time ever. But that's the thing though, Steve. I still wasn't happy about it. I had lost 12 kilos in 3 months, which is fucking incredible. That's a kilo a week.
It's crazy, actually.
Yeah, actually a very healthy pace, very good weight loss. And I still wasn't happy, because I knew I didn't meet my goal weight, and that's what I was focusing on. I'm like, oh, I didn't reach my goal weight I want to be for Smash. This isn't good enough. These 12 kilos mean nothing to me. Yeah, it's that mindset, dude. It's my perfectionist coming out again.
Yeah.
If I don't meet my own requirements, then I get depressed. I get messed up. And like, I should be happy about losing 12 kilos. 12 kilos is amazing.
It is.
But I'm not even happy about it. I feel like I didn't even do good enough. I felt like I could have did better. I felt like I could have made that weight. And with my diagnosis of bulimia, like, I'm probably messing myself up with my eating disorder. Like, I have made changes in my life. My diet has got a lot better. My exercise routines got better, and so on. So I earned those minus 12 kilos. I earned that. I can say that for sure. But I'm still just not happy about it.
Yeah.
Because I knew I didn't reach the goal I set. It's just messed up like that. Like, I need to change that mindset. It's what my therapist taught me. She was like, Nova, you don't have to do 10 out of 10 every single day. Even if you just do 2 out of 10, that's great. You still achieve 2 things you set out to do in a day. You're not going to be 100% every single day. There's going to be days where you're only 70%. There's days where you're only going to feel like 50%.
Yeah.
If you do whatever you can with that 50%, that's still great. That's still amazing. And my problem was always, my standards for myself were always too high. I thought I always had to give 100. I always had to do 10 out of 10 in a day.
Yeah. I get that.
And it like messed me up, dude. Like, I don't have these standards for anyone else. I'm very reasonable with other people. I'm like, mistakes are great. Mistakes are how you learn and grow. You know? And when I make a mistake, I'm like, you stupid fucking idiot, go kill yourself. Oh my gosh, I was talking to like a girl a few months back, and I felt like I messed up and made it awkward. And on the drive home, I'm like, you're actually a fucking loser. Actually go die. Actually go drive into a telephone pole. Don't have my mindset, people. It's not healthy for you. Like, if I had the standards. Okay, reword. If I had the consideration I have for other people, trying to be understanding of them, realizing they're not perfect, they're gonna have flaws, they're gonna make mistakes, and still care about them anyway, and still love them anyway. Besides those things, if I could just apply that to myself, I'll have a lot healthier relationship with myself.
Yeah.
But no, I'm like, my perfectionist mind's like, if you're not the best you can be, then what's the point?
Yeah.
And that's
what
why
I usually do is I treat myself how I treat others. So if there's ever times when like let's say, like you treat yourself how you treat others, but let's say what if they're not treating you well? So if I'm not treating myself well, then obviously I'm doing something wrong. Because if you're treating someone badly or someone's treating you badly, then obviously something's wrong. So whenever I feel that I'm not, treating myself like well, I obviously fucked up by myself somewhere along the lines.
Yeah, that's understandable in theory, but when I try to put that in practice, I just feel disgusted. I don't know, it just comes from insecurity and ego. My insecurities play a lot of part. That's why sometimes I find it hard to even look in the mirror. Because I'm sure everyone in their life has experienced it at least once.
Mm-hmm.
At least if we're talking from an Australian point of view.
Yeah.
Like, look in the mirror, you see all your flaws, you're very critical of yourself. So I guess my standards are high because I expect more from myself.
Yeah.
Like, I just want it to go away. I want to live like Levy. You remember Levy?
Levi?
The big Simone guy, yeah.
Levi, yeah.
Levi, but okay, never mind. Like, that guy's goal is only to live the most fun, relaxed life he can.
Yeah.
Like, I want to live like that. I want to play games just for fun. I want to enjoy things just for the life where I just want to be relaxed. I don't want this inside anymore. I don't want these standards on myself anymore. Like, who cares if you're not the best singer, not best dancer, not the best swimmer? Like, I expect so much from myself that I don't expect from anyone else in my life. Like, if I put the standards I put on myself and other people, I'll be a complete fucking asshole.
Yeah.
Like, that would be cruel to put those standards on someone else. So why am I doing it to myself? Oh man. But I don't know how to escape it. I don't know how to get out of this mindset. Because every time I try to relax, I just go into anxiety again. I start panicking again. Because I look at myself like, oh, you're putting on weight again. Oh, your skin's looking like shit again. Oh, your intelligence is dropping again. Like, people are just gonna see you as a fat, ugly loser. Like, like how do I escape that?
We can try to, because in your scenario you can't change mentality, right?
Yeah.
But there is one thing you can change: what you look like physically. So
I was just gonna recommend
try.
myself CBT, but yeah, but bring back CBT from the first episode.
Yeah, but like, because in your scenario you can't change mentality. So what you can change is, your physicality.
Okay.
So in this case, we can try to change your appearance first, and then work on the mentality afterwards.
Okay, Steven, I just want to say one counterpoint to that. even if I reach my goals, what says I don't create new problems, new things to be upset about, new flaws to find? What if I develop bad body dysmorphia? Because I already have body dysmorphia. But what if it gets worse? The fitter I get, the more the body dysmorphia will grow, right? Oh, it's
Yeah,
suddenly gonna
it's
change.
true,
My muscles
though.
aren't big enough. My muscles aren't big enough. My dick isn't big enough. You know?
Right, like, dude, they get me started there, because it's true though. It's true.
Yeah.
No matter what, there's always gonna be some part that you want change.
And that's what I'm worried about. What I think I should be doing is trying to learn to love myself and accept myself for who I am. That doesn't mean not losing weight. That doesn't mean not taking care of hygiene and skin and all that. But learning to like truly love myself. And learning that I'm losing weight because I love myself. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm losing weight because I love myself, because I want myself to be healthy. I'm taking care of my skin and hygiene because I want to take care of my body, like love my body, and like so on. It's just so hard when all I see in the mirror is someone I fucking hate.
Yeah, I get that. There was one time when I kind of felt like that, right? So this was when I started dating the missus, yeah. And because she was suffering from a lot of mental issues, it was hard for her to eat like proper food, you know, like at least like proper restaurant food, or just any proper food in general. So all she could eat was Macca's. So of course, me being me, I only compensate them. I think at that time I wasn't doing too well mentally too.
Yeah.
And we were always eating Macca's, right? And there was, I think it was like maybe 6 months in to the relationship, and I looked at myself and I was like, holy shit, dude, like I've never seen myself be this unhealthy before. Like I looked terrible, and I looked at myself in the mirror, right? And I was like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? Like, you used to be slim, you used to be fit. Like, what the hell? It only took you 6 months to fall apart. What happens if it continues for another 6 months? And you're in 1 year and you're fucking like, you've become a slob for a year. And I actually got scared. Like, I genuinely got fucking scared, dude. So ever since then, I started cutting, I started exercising again. Started doing my own things to keep healthy, keep fit. But obviously, you know, that's to love me. But obviously, you know, being in a relationship like that, it's like, if you're loving yourself and you're trying to love someone else as well, and you really don't have time for both, so it gets very difficult there.
Yeah, I hear you. I'm not gonna lie, when you first brought up like misses, I was confused on which one you're talking about. And then you said mental issues, then I knew exactly who you're talking about.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh,
we all know which one that is.
Yeah, that clears it up. I like you, missus.
In terms of like mental issues, current missus is definitely the worst one in that state. But hey, you know, you can't be perfect.
Yeah.
No one else is perfect too, so.
Yeah, my GP also uses fear tactics on me. So my grandpa died from a heart attack, and my dad almost died from a heart attack last year. And he's like, if you continue your path, you're gonna end up a sack like them. And that fucked me up, dude.
Scared you?
Yeah, I'm like, I don't want to be like my dad. not that my dad doesn't have great qualities about him, but taking care of his health is one of them.
Yeah.
And I realize if I truly love my family and friends, I would do this for them. Like, not just for myself, for them. I would get healthy for them because I don't want them to see me suffer. And I don't want them to suffer because of my mistakes. Like, I already gave myself diabetes because of my stupid eating habits in the past.
Yeah.
So now I should do what I can while I'm still young to fix what I can.
Yeah, definitely, dude. I'd say make the change as soon as possible. Like start as soon as possible. Just don't let it end. Don't take take a break as well, obviously, but don't let the break extend. That's when it gets difficult.
Yeah, my blood sugar's still a little high, but I'm pretty close to healthy range. Like, I'm sure by the end of the year, if I'm keeping up the good habits I have now, I could probably get my blood sugar to a healthy range by the end of the year.
Speaking of being healthy, last time I had my blood test, my iron levels were extremely high.
High?
Apparently it was really high, but it's not like alarmingly high. So
you eat a lot of protein, right? Though?
I mean, yeah, I do eat a lot of protein, but like it's not like I'm constantly eating meat only. I eat a lot of vegetables and stuff as well. I basically don't
to
have
be
a pick
fair,
one food.
you do love your seafood. That can explain your high iron
yeah.
levels. Yeah.
Yeah. But like, I was like, oh shit, like, but I've always wondered like what, like, because when I got my blood drawn, my blood work's done, and I didn't feel lightheaded or anything, woozy or anything. So it's like whenever I bleed, I don't feel like dizzy or nauseous, and I think that's having a high iron kind of saves me in that aspect there.
Yeah. Iron deficiencies are pretty common nowadays.
Yeah, it really is. The missus has iron deficiency.
Tell her to eat more meat.
Yeah, but the thing is, when she was constantly eating what I was eating, her iron levels were stable. Until the situation occurred and her eating habits went down the drain. And she's got a really bad iron deficiency now.
Just try and support her. That's all I can say.
I do. I always tell her, eat this.
Okay, no, don't tell her. Help her. Telling someone isn't helping her.
Well, I shoved the food down her mouth.
Steven,
like, you gotta eat that.
Steven, you have to be better than this. You have to be better than this. You have to approach it in a healthy way. Okay?
Yeah, I just say it's for your own good.
Eat this shit or you'll always have bad iron. Yep, got it. Alright. I know therapists are really expensive nowadays, but maybe a psychologist, maybe a therapist would be good for her.
Yeah. But she gets her blood work done pretty frequently too, so
yeah, I
think it's alright.
I get blood drawn every 2 months.
Oh yeah.
And then my doctor roasts me.
Every 2
still
months?
Too high. Blood sugar's still too high. I'm like, I'm trying. I'm on all the medications. I'm taking 3 different medications for diabetes. What more do you want me to do? He's like, go see dietitian. Go see the foot doctor. Go see this person. I'm like, bro.
Yeah. But since you're a words of affirmations kind of guy,
yeah.
Do you think that like your doctor praising you has given you more motivation as well?
We did talk about this a little bit earlier. Yeah. I'm still not happy even after this weight loss, but I really want to get my diabetes down because I don't want to go out with a heart attack. That's for real. I want to go out in the glory of battle. Imagine dying from a heart attack because you didn't take care of yourself.
Yeah, that's like that's like that's like it's like one of the really shitty ways to go out.
Yeah, you're in
No.
pain. You just struggle over in pain. You're in pain for like over an hour and then you just die. Yeah, fuck that. Yeah, I'm not doing that.
And then you're gone. Like
Yeah.
there's nothing you can do.
Heart attacks are painful, man. I'd rather have an aneurysm. You know what an aneurysm is?
Yeah, aneurysm.
Your brain just like squeezes and then you just fall over and die. Yeah, I have one of those. Because those are random.
Yeah.
Like you can't control that. There's nothing you can do to
Yeah.
control that.
Exactly. But at least a heart attack's within your control.
Yeah, it is.
To a certain extent, of course.
Yeah, like things can happen.
Yeah.
You can control as much as you can.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's good. Let's wrap it up here.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, everyone. Thank you for watching the SEN podcast. We're still working out the episode next week. I'm in contact with a special guest. We're
Ooh.
bringing back someone. If things go well, they should be back on the podcast.
Ooh.
Anyway, this has been episode 18. Thank you for watching.
Peace, everyone.